It's actually a true story. I've got the paperwork to prove it. So my great granddad used to be a ranger in a local village, then stumbles across a wild bear. He thought, you know what, tools down and let's go pound for pound. So he starts blueing with this bear, a couple of right hooks, few jabs. Next thing they start rolling down the mountain and they end up in the middle of the village. He pops it, right shoulder, bear falls down. He's basically the local town hero. Bear goes into captivity for 7 days, doesn't like captivity and commits suicide. I don't know if we can put that to air, but I'm telling the story, and that's how the story goes.
I spent a good 15 years of my life at least come here every second weekend, and there's a lot of great memories here. It's inbuilt in me, it's in the blood.
People always ask me, it's like, what does it feel like? I couldn't imagine playing anywhere else.
Preston is, for me, what I saw in the last 10, 15 years in this country, one of the biggest clubs in Australia.
This is where football grew in this country in the late 70s to form obviously the first National Soccer League.
Every second Sunday we were here cheering on our beloved team. We used to stand behind the goals there, the cheer squad was there. I remember my brother made a banner, it was probably 20, 30 metres long. Mum stitched it together and my father used to stand on the other side of the ground over there. He was the one-man cheer squad. Win, lose or draw, rail, hail or shine, it was his voice that you'd hear first, and then the cheer squad would follow soon after. So it was, it's a special place. When I hear, the chant, the Makedonia chant come up, when I hear it, it really does hit home, and it really does make sort of the hair sort of stand up. There's a real passion.
You come out here, you can hear them chanting Makedonia in the crowd. It just gives you that extra lift because we've been brought up that way. All our dads were born in Macedonia. We had interest from Preston. All our parents were just saying go for it because it was a club that they knew about when they first moved here. Preston were a very big club in the NSL, things like that.
There's rich history there, there's rich culture and a great footballing culture. It's one of them things, you had a group of people coming for a better life from overseas, from Macedonia, trying to earn some money and essentially go back to Macedonia. That never happened. Dad came late 60s. One of Dad's first mates was actually my wife's uncle. My first cousin married my dad's best mate's daughter. Renata, my wife, is now second cousins with Silvana. I'm first cousins with the boy that married my uncle's sister. Does that make sense to everyone?
Without getting too political about the Macedonian identity, it means a lot for us to stand up for who we are, and we know who we are, we're Macedonian, and that's why we want to come here and play for the biggest Macedonian club in the country.
The dream of playing a part in the club's history-making day this season of winning a championship and getting promoted happened, and for the biggest Macedonian club in Australia, or should I say the biggest Macedonian club outside of Macedonia, it means so much to so many people.
After 7-8 years waiting for that championship, finally we got it this year. I'm so happy and so proud of this club.
I've got a title under my name and it's going to go down in history, you know what I mean? And I can hopefully tell my kids and grandkids of what we've done here and what this club actually means to the Macedonian community.
I think ethnic clubs have still got a massive part to play to grow this game in Australia.
I always say to people, whilst our heritage clearly is Macedonian and our culture is Macedonian, we embrace everyone who wants to come to this club, who wants to proudly wear our shirt.
We've made the club a home for people that come from Macedonia. It's open to anybody, of course, but it's a real home away from home.